A private van drives us from San Jose up to Monte Verde. The Costa Ricans love their dogs and they just wander around freely everywhere. This one followed us around as we were checking out the hotel grounds. There was a lovely nature walk behind the hotel. This is a strangler fig in the ficus family. It's a great specimen. It's a really old tree, and you can see where the vines and the roots have strangled the tree, so it's actually hollow on the inside. Orchids grow everywhere, although it's not orchid season right now. This is our hotel room. It was something out of a magazine. It was just beautiful. One morning we saw howler monkeys playing in the tree outside this window. And this is a blue-headed mot-mot bird. Ullman, our guide, picked us up in his Jeep for a night hike, but first we stopped to see the sunset. This is a sleeping green parrot, has its wing over its face, and a very poisonous green viper waiting to attack some prey. Here's a baby green viper. They get darker as they get older. And another sleeping bird. In the morning, Ullman fetched us for a tour of the Monte Verde Park. Not the official reserve, but a secondary forest, about 20 years old. It had huge park with 7 sky bridges across the canopy. This is where we also are going to do the zip lining. The original forest here was cleared in the 1970s for farming. From one of the sky bridges, we spot a sleeping sloth. He's all wet because of the mist in the forest. It's summertime in Monte Verde, which means it's cool and misty, but no actual rain. In the wintertime, it's warmer and it rains every day. This is a beetle nest. Planted it right in the side of a tree. It's kind of interesting. We say goodbye to Ullman. It's time for zip lining. You can just barely see the zip line tower up at the top of this picture. This is a view from up there, but I didn't bring my camera because I didn't want to lose it. And this little guy met us after our zip lining. He was looking for a handout. In the afternoon, we went for a walk downtown. Enjoyed another cup of Costa Rican coffee, coffee con leche. This restaurant was built in a tree, and Meg thought this Hotel Sloth Backpackers was really very funny. This is Meg's dinner. She decided to try octopus. The next morning, we enjoyed a tour of a coffee, sugarcane, and chocolate farm. Mostly these people grow coffee. Sugarcane is no longer profitable, and they're just getting started with the cacao trees, which are native to Costa Rica, but don't do so well in Monte Verde because it's too windy. Red, ripe coffee berries. Costa Rica competes in the quality market, so they grow only the best coffee plants. They're the Arabica kind versus the Robusta. Here's a roasting machine. And banana plants with hydrangeas in the foreground. Meg's going to go for an ox cart ride. And here we have their cacao plant they are trying to grow. So after they got the sugar out of the sugar cane, they let us make some sugar, and we got to take some home. Look at that. In the afternoon, Meg lounged by the pool, and Rick and I walked up the road to the official Monteverde Reserve. This was an old forest, you can tell, because the trees are huge and they're all covered with plants, moss and vines and bromeliads and orchids, and it was quite interesting. But we didn't have a guide, so didn't know exactly what we were looking at. It was fun anyway, but it was a pretty long walk. It turned out to be about 10 miles. Oops. banana bread for our last breakfast in Monte Verde. Then in Jose's van, we headed towards Manuel Antonio. We crossed a river. It was full of crocodiles. There were people throwing raw chicken to the crocodiles over the side.